Hello and welcome back to the morning show, second take edition on 94.7. As we end the show today, we go through what we have talked about here. We previewed the Eagles season, and Miles, you had high expectations for
I
them.
have high
Depending
expectations.
on the health.
Yes, if I have high expectations for the Eagles, but it all depends on the health of the team. As long as they have some
Especially
sort of depth
Carson
on them,
Wentz.
and Carson Wentz if he can stay healthy.
And you also did believe more
I,
on the health.
I
of
also
Carson Wentz.
I also said that I believe Carson Wentz, if he stays healthy, which I think is a better chance since he says he's feeling better this year, that the Eagles will be one of the best teams in the NFL this season. I believe that they could win the NFC East. It's very likely if everybody can stay healthy, just like Miles said, that the Eagles have one of the best rosters in football with Doug Peterson at the head coach. I think the Eagles will have a terrific season and potentially could make a good deep playoff run.
And I actually did see Mike Lombardi at the Philadelphia camp. I did ask him about what he said about Doug Peterson. It was an interesting response. And, of course, we dived into how the Sixers spent their offseason going after Jimmy Butler to have him come back, and Tobias Harris as well to do the same thing. Jimmy Butler ended up leaving, which Miles did not think it was a great decision. Now, did you?
Not at all, and I feel like the best thing for him and his legacy, if that's what he's all about, would have been to stay with the Sixers.
And, I mean,
And I said how he says he wants to win, but he also wants to be the number one option. I think he has the chance to be the number one option, but he can't be the number one option on the winning team. So he went with the number one option, went to the Heat, and with the Sixers, they lose a piece in Jimmy Butler, but I think it will improve their chemistry. And now with the addition of Al Horford, I think the Sixers have a chance of being one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
they sure do. And we touched on the Philadelphia Phillies at the trade deadline, acquiring Corey Dickerson, who has batted .317 on the year and only 139 at bats, but that's a pretty good sample size. And Miles, you tapped on the Phillies as the team doesn't really look good enough.
Oh, absolutely not. But I feel like if Klentak and Kapler believe that this team could turn it around
You never
with
know.
who they have, then that's great.
You
But
never
if-
know. I mean, you never know. I mean, sometimes the GM and the coach knows best. And David, I mean, they haven't gone on a big run now, have they?
Yeah, the Phillies have fallen short of the expectations that were put on them at the start of the season, especially with the acquisition of Bryce Harper, who has not played up to par as people thought that he would.
He sure has.
But they're still in the wild card race. Potentially could get that second wild card spot. So we'll see what happens in this down stretch of this season. But yes, the Phillies have not played up to par with their standards.
And before we go, we would like to also mention the dog bite from Oliver Ekman Larson and Miles. You found out a little bit more on that.
Yeah, so apparently he was bitten on the hand by the family dog, and as a result, he was hospitalized so that he could receive 4 stitches. But it looks like he'll be okay and will be expected to be back once the NHL season starts.
I mean, David, how do you anger your family dog that much? Jeez.
I'm not sure. The dog probably just got a little angry. And bit
He
him.
was seeing some stuff. Ekman Larson was doing some stuff to him. And that's where we have to stop here today. Thank you so much for watching the morning show, second take edition on 94.7. Have a good day, everybody.